Hi everyone, it's Liam here from Rating the Races. So last week I showed you that the odds on Oddschecker are not always reliable, and how bookmakers tempt you into backing a horse when actually you can't get the prices, and how punters or tipsters, fool you into suggesting they've got bigger prices. Now, a trick that I've seen by many different tipsters is by trying to say that, oh, back this horse, I really like him. He was 5-1 when we backed him, but he's now only 2-1. Why would you back him at 2-1 when he was 5-1? You're going to need twice as many winners to make the same profits as them on those odds. If they keep doing it, all these different tipsters keep saying, oh, we've backed him at 2s, he's now even money. You're not getting those profits that they're then going to claim because you've got a shorter price. So what that does is you just look for horses that have blue lines across Oddschecker, and they'll be the ones that people often say are their tips. They've got info about, they know is working well at home. It's not that they know they're working well at home or that they've got info, it's that they can see it's got it well backed, so they can try and suggest that they knew about it. So Infinite Cosmos is a great example. Let's say I know he's working really well at home and the trainer believes he's a really good thing and the owners love him. Last night he was 11-8, went to evens, and now Bet365 got him at 8-13. So I'm going to say I've backed him at 6-4. No, I'm not. He was only 11-8. I'm going to say I backed him at 5-4. Backed him at 5-4. He's a great bet. He's not a great bet now because he's odds on. Even if he goes and wins, you're not getting that 5-4. You're getting 8-13, 4-6, maybe 4-5 if you've got a Unibet account, 5-6 if you've got a Matchbook account. But you're not getting those bigger prices. If he loses, you can say, well, they thought he was good. Clearly he wasn't as good as they thought. And take all the blame off yourself. Whereas, when I say yourself, I'm talking about tipsters who do this. So they're taking all the responsibility off themselves and saying it wasn't my fault that it lost, it was the trainers, or he will be good, I know he'll be good next time. If you can't take responsibility for your own horse's defeats, then you shouldn't be a tipster, you know, especially if you're expecting people to follow you. So prime examples of horses that you can do this with, or you'll notice that tipsters will do this with, horses that are having their first run of the season. Here's another one. Nice blue line. What was he available at? Let's just throw this back into the middle. He was available at 5-4. Looks like the biggest price. So I'm going to say I backed him at 5-4. He's now odds on. The money's already come. But still have a go on him. He's worked like a train over the summer. Over the winter, sorry. I don't know whether he has, but I can see that he's getting well supported. If he loses, he loses. If he wins, you'll be like, yeah, told you, you know, we're great that we were on at bigger prices. We weren't on at bigger prices, just you were on at bigger prices, supposedly. Other ones to do, gelding operations, blinkers. I know he's working really well with blinkers. You've seen there's a blue line. So let's see if we can find another example. Final watch, we could say this one. Let's see what price he was. All history. Not the biggest prices, 9-2. We could say 9-2. So we'll go, we've backed him at 9-2. He's now 7-2. We know that he's come on a long, really well since his last run, 17 days. We just make up that we know about it to try and fool people into believing that they actually have info and they actually have connections in the yard. Even those in the yard, they don't always know. I've seen many trainers and owners suggesting they have a great chance in a race, and then they, you know, finish mid-division or even worse than that, you know, right out the back because they didn't have a great chance. That's why listening to people's subjective opinions aren't always the best. Objective is always better than subjective. Objective means using stats and data and analysis, data analysis, rather than an opinion. A subjective opinion is a subjective opinion. It means that if somebody's got an opinion on something, but that doesn't mean they're right. It doesn't mean they're wrong, but data will always outweigh subjectiveness. So yeah, there's a few examples of how you'll see tipsters and tipsters trying to fool you into believing they have info by talking up a horse that has already been well supported. So look, Victory Chance is just starting to go. He's just gone blue, so we could start to say that he's been working really well at home because he hasn't had a run this season, and they expect him to be... They believe he's a Group 1 horse. He's running in a listed, would say they believe he's a Group 1 horse. If he now goes off 5-2 favourite, people will go, they got it right, they knew. They knew. Okay, he didn't run up to scratch, but they knew that he was a Group 1 horse. So, yeah, there's some thoughts on why you should always be wary of tipsters suggesting that they have information.